be able to write the question as I read through it. It's not a very complicated question. It's just a practice question for exam prep. So there'll be simultaneous equation, clearly. So right now, you have your first equation right here. You have your second equation. First equation is x minus 2y equals to -3. That's an equation. Second equation is xy is equals to 20. And then the question is solve x and y simultaneous. This one is easy because it has no fractions. And typically when you get such a question, there's normally fractions, especially if you are doing a higher grade. But for lower grades, they don't put fractions in there. For higher grades, they do put fractions. So 1.3. And for fractions, it's also, I don't expect it to be easy, to be hard, rather. So what I'll do is I'll create an equation 3. So this is my first step when I'm answering this question. I already have these two equations. I'm going to therefore create my equation 3, which will be the equation I'm going to be substituting, right? So I've transposed, or I've deducted, I've added 2y on both sides, whichever way you want to look at it. So this I want to call 3, equation 3, and I'm going to substitute this part into x, right? So where there's x in the second equation, so I'm going to substitute 3 into 2. Now, one day when you learn about Python and coding and all those type of things, the computer language, you will learn that maths is actually a very key subject when you are coding and doing all those type of things. So where there's x, I'm going to open a bracket. I'm not going to write that x. I'm going to write 2y minus 3. So essentially this variable, even in computer science, they say this variable is equals to that. So when you type a variable, automatically it pops out this content in computer science. But we are not doing computer science here. We are just doing maths. So, okay, let me just... Now I'll have to multiply into the brackets. So I've got 2y squared. I've got minus 3y. And then I'm going to take the 22 to the left because it seems like we have a quadratic. And then minus 20 is equals to 0. So now the first test is whether this factorizes. So does it factorize? Does this factorize? If it does, please insert this into your calculator and tell me if it factorizes. Insert that into your calculator and tell me if it factorizes, right? So that's that. So if it factorizes, if it does not, you can use what we call the quadratic equation. So let me just write the quadratic equation here. It's even in your calculator, you use this to find out if it factorizes or not. Anyway, so negative 4ac over all this over 2a. So you can tell me the points, and then clearly once you have the points, you will use equation 3, which is x is equals to 2, in brackets. I'm not going to put anything because I'm waiting for the y. So clearly here you have 2 y's. So clearly you'll have two x's as well. So minus 3. Or x 2 bracket minus 3. So you'll have 2 points for that, 2 points for that. Here you'll have your, sorry, instead of using x here, we'll use y. So you can still do the quadratic equation, but just call this y. So we are using y instead of x. So y is equals to, you'll get 2 answers as well. So y will be equals to something, or y will be equals to something, and those somethings should be substituted into the third equation to get your 2 points. Therefore, you would have solved simultaneously or simultaneously. And I'm hoping that you are using your calculator. Y is 4 as well as negative 5 over 2. So negative 5 over 2 and 4. So clearly here I'll have 4. Here I'll have 5 over negative 5 over 2. 5 over 2. And let me see, is it recording? Yes, it's recording. It has recorded 6 minutes so far. So clearly for this one, x will be equals to 8 minus 3, which will give us 5. And for this one, for this we'll have 2 times 5, 10 divided by 2, negative. So negative 5 and negative 3 should give us negative 8. Who's this saying negative 8 over 5? Oh, then done. Okay, but I hope you all agree that the calculations, negative, sharp. I see what you mean. So now we have that done on simultaneous equation. I am gonna share another simultaneous equation, but this time it's gonna be a harder one, not this easy one we just did. So I'm going for the hard one now, and then we are doing simultaneous equation for a reason. We need to help everybody where they have challenges. So right now we are helping somebody that has a challenge with simultaneous equation. And I'm gonna stop sharing the screen, and then I'm gonna share a harder question with everyone now. Okay, cancel. Let me just go and go to the question. Simultaneous equation. So each and every exam paper, from what I've noticed, has a simultaneous equation. But don't we cross an answer out, or are they all right? They are all right, because in this instance they wanted us to solve for x and y simultaneously. They did not give us specific instructions whether which answer could be correct or not. But I'm gonna, do you see the question that I've shared now? Solve for x and y. It's another easy one from the way I see it, but it's slightly more complicated than somebody just said no. Okay, sharp. So if we are all saying no, let's do this. Let me just close it and ring. You won't see it immediately. I'm just going to stop sharing first. Yeah, so I'm gonna share. So give it a second before it shows. Ne? I'm gonna share, and then it's gonna take just a second before you can see it. You won't see it immediately, but eventually you will see it. So I'm gonna ask. Do we all see the next question? Do we all see it? Thumbs, thumbs, thumbs on. So you don't have to type. Just give me a thumbs up. Or can you all see the question? There's a slight delay. So if you're not seeing the question initially, you will eventually see it. Do you see the question? So I'm gonna be doing that question now. Simultaneous equation again. The aim is to help. So for this one again, x is already isolated. So you have this equation here. This one, because you don't have to do anything. This is equation 1. And this is equation 2. You can immediately substitute into equation 2. So what happens is, like I said, this variable is equals to this set of information, this binomial here. So what happens is you are going to say, okay, this is 1.3 again. So substitute 1 into 2. So we didn't create an equation 3 here because it's all x is already isolated. So we open a bracket. Where there's x, we no longer put an x. We put now 2y plus 2, close bracket, squared. And we go minus 2. Again, where there's x, we don't put that x, we put 2y plus 2. Yeah, this question will be slightly longer than usual, but for 6 marks it's worth it. And then plus 3y squared, right? Plus 3y squared. I'm just waiting for a pen to unfreeze. Plus 3y squared. So how you then deal with this is you say 2y times 2y. What is 2y times 2y? It's 4y squared. Then you go 2y times 2. It gives you what? 4y times 2. It gives you 8y. So now you know, since it's positive 8y. And then you go to the last one. What is 2 times 2? 2 times 2 is 4. So this is plus 4. And then you are done with simplifying that. Now you are going to the next one. Negative times positive is negative. So 2 times 2 is 4y, right? Negative times positive is negative. So 2 times 2 is 4. Then we have that plus 3y. Oh, it stopped sharing. Oh my, it stopped sharing. Okay, let me go back. Wow. Okay, then if it stopped, I did not notice, but I'm going back. Molemo. can hardly make out what you're saying. My speakers are actually bad. I don't have my headsets here. But can you see the screen now? Can we all see the screen now? I know it was not sharing at some point, but I'm sure now you can all see the screen. Okay, Butle sharp, Mulemo sharp, Tendani sharp. Ne? I did not hear what you said, Mulemo, because my speakers are bad and I'm not carrying my headsets. Ne? No what? Okay, this is a message from a while back. Mulemo, no. Now only yo. Now this one is a tricky situation. Which you can see, ne? So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop sharing. No, it's a tricky thing, this one now, because I refreshed the screen, I logged off. Now I've stopped sharing. I am gonna then reshare again with the hope that everybody can see now. So I'll tell you when it's. Let me see. Maybe there's something wrong with the settings. Okay. Can we all see now? Butle, you can see, ne? Okay. No. What about Mulemu? Okay, let me do this. Are we struggling to see the shared screen? Wow. It's new. Let me just check on my view. Together mode preview. Let me see. Together mode preview. When you're selecting this. Okay, I'm trying to. So I'm asking again, can we all see? Can we all see? Because I'm going to carry on now. Because there's a slight delay, you know. Everything is delayed whenever I try. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna carry on writing here. Hopefully the screen, there's a slight delay, but I'm sure now you can see the screen. No, this is a problem. But this no, when did you say no? Is it the no from now or from the delay? Yeah, you see, you can see. Everybody can then see. So this is where I started. I substituted 1 into 2. And then I said 2y times 2y gave me 4y squared. I said 2y times 2, it gave me 8. Oh, 2y times 2, right? It gave me 4y. And then I said times 2 to give me 8y. That's how you simplify a bracket easily. A squared bracket easily. So 2 times 2 is 4. Then I multiplied everything into the bracket. Say something. And then this will be equals to 4, right? So if this is equals to 4, then I must answer this or this 3y squared according to this. So if I combine my like terms, I'll get 7y squared. And then this and this, it's gonna give me positive 4y. And this, okay, so this and this will cancel. And then this 4, I will transpose it. I'll transpose this 4 and bring it to the left. It's going to be negative 4. And equals to naught. Again, you have a quadratic, so you can use your quadratic equation, which is now, again, you're solving for y, so you can say y negative b plus minus. So get used to this formula because it's everywhere. It's used everywhere. It's a lifeline. It's a lifeline. So you can then use that and give me the y is equals to, or y is equals to. And after finding that, you can then go to x 2y. Instead of y, you're going to insert whatever you get there as a y. Or, sorry man, plus 2, is it plus 2? Plus 2. Or, x is equals to 2, bracket, then plus 2. So you should get your answers for x. So x will be equals to, and or x will be equals to. Remember, call it correct or incorrect one. Where did the fraction come from? What fraction? What fraction? There's no fraction here. Okay. There is a fraction. Or when you insert this into a calculator, you get a fraction. So the fraction, so where did the fraction come from? Okay, let me see what fraction you're talking about. So the fraction comes from here. This is already a fraction. This quadratic equation is already a fraction, right? So that's where the fraction comes from, right? Because this is already in a fraction form. So if I were to, let me solve it for you. I want to see where the fraction comes from, right? Because this is already a fraction. So minus 4, because that 4 is positive. So I'll have plus minus 4 again, right, squared. I should have just said 16. Minus 4, bracket 7, right? And negative 4. So 2 times 7. And when you solve, clearly you will have y is equals to, yeah? You talking about which one? You can't see. Oh, you can't see. Oh, it's that you can't see thing again. Oh, whoa, nobody can see, as a matter of fact. I can see that the screen is actually shut down. It is shut down. Can you, we are on? Butcher, can you see? No. So I'm going to go back and share. Because there's a delay. I don't know where this delay is coming from, but there is a delay. So I was doing this quadratic equation, and we are doing easy things today. I'm sure now everybody can see. Let me check the time, because you know 51. Teams actually cuts me off after a certain time of my access. After I've accessed Teams for maybe an hour or something, they just shut me down. But right now, since we are still on, I'll solve this as quickly as possible. You still can't see. You still can't see. Wow. And the fraction question, does it still stand? Whoa, hey, the speaker is bad. I can't hear what you're saying. But you know, I don't have my headsets. I can't hear. Type that information. Type it. You still can't see. Let me just carry on there and finish this question. Remember, I'm making a video, so I'm going to send it through to you as soon as it's done. So I'm actually recording the screen right now as we speak. So this will be 16 times 7. What is 16 times 7? So this will be positive whatever, 16 times 7. And then we still have that negative 4 here. So I'll just have it as plus 112. So I've got 112 over 14. And the other one is all obviously negative 4 minus square root of. So what is 112 plus 16? Let me just put a 10 first. So 122 plus 6 is 128. So this is 128 over 14. So y will be equals to this side or equals to that side. So that's where the fraction comes from. So what do you get for this side and what do you get for that side? So remember, whatever you get from these, you are going to substitute into this on top to get the x's. No, I don't want decimals, I want fractions. I want fractions. I don't want decimals, I want fractions, please. Fractions will make it easier for me to calculate here, but it doesn't matter. But I prefer fractions. So I prefer fractions with decimals. So whoa. So you have 2 plus 4 root 2 over 7. Or is it root 7? No. Clearly these are not, yeah, I see 2 plus 4 root 2 over 6. I just gave it to me in decimal because these are the roots that you are giving me. Remember, you get those questions where you don't have real roots and whatnot. So these roots are not real over 7. Yes, I see that. So these are not real roots. Let me go back to this. So let me see if I didn't make a mistake when I was calculating. No, I did not. Actually, I did not make any errors. So this was that. So it means that for y, we're not getting real roots. Just give it to me in decimals. Don't give it to me in that. And you might find that the calculator says error. Yo, that's another problem altogether. So are you winning with the calculators there? Okay, so 0.52, I know it's negative, né? As well as negative 1.09. Yeah, this is what we have, so this is what we must use. Although they seem very strange to me, these numbers for simultaneous, but you use what you get. This is supposed to be harder anyway. So x will be equals to 2 times negative 0.5 something something. What should be 1 comma something something, negative 1 comma something something, negative 1 comma something something, and then this one will be negative 2 comma something something. Sorry, I forgot the plus 2. Negative 1 plus 2. So this will be 1 minus. So it will give us 0 comma, the positive one also. 0 comma something something, 9 something something. And then for this one, since we know that this is going to be negative 2, we'll also get a negative. We'll get a positive answer for this one. Because 1.08, negative 1.08 times 2, it's going to give us a negative 2 comma something. And then when we minus, we should get a 0.8, negative 0.8, negative 0.08, something like this. So I'm just using my head to calculate now, and I'm gonna then wait for you to give me the exact figures. And if Teams cuts us off now, it's unfortunate, but I expect everybody to attend every day from now on. So your attendance needs to be improved, guys. And I'm gonna send you solutions for those questions I sent you for the same thing we've been doing, simultaneous equation. But for now, I'm gonna try and see if I can do any. It is clearly you can see the screen because Teams has decided to unshare again. So it's not sharing again. So I'm gonna try and share. But just remember that Teams only allows me an hour. They only give me an hour. So that hour has passed. Please just send a picture of the worksheet. Okay, sharp. We are doing okay, no problem. In fact, I'll send you the video because I was shooting all along. Anyway, good night. I'm gonna send you the video. I'm gonna then record the video quickly. I'm gonna render the video and send it to you.